Dire team ban.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Game 2 our first departure versus Mineski. First departure currently 1-0 up thanks to a very unorthodox draft by Miracle. So, of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by my co-caster Scans. Are you there?
Yeah, look at the Oracle first ban. You know what? I was asking in the previous game, how do you first pick Oracle? I feel like that's not a hero that really gets first picked. It's usually for a particular purpose to counter something, to protect something. But we saw that the setup that First Departure ran with the Oracle, with the Shadow Demon. I mean, it's interesting to me that Mineski decided the Oracle is the sort of the linchpin of the strategy and not the Shadow Demon. But they banned out the Beastmaster too. So this is Mineski saying, look, we're going to force you to do something totally different. I think Mineski thinks that they lost because of the draft. They probably feel like they got a bit cheesed. And sometimes this is what a team does when they feel like, we consider ourselves to be the stronger team. You beat us with all sorts of strange shenanigans the way you drafted. We're going to take out 2 of the picks that you had in the last game and force you to go in hopefully a different direction, put us back in our comfort zone.
Indeed, and I mean, okay, you gotta admit, for a tiny short moment there, I mean, it kind of looked like First Departure were just not hitting the timing for the Necrobooks 3. So I don't know. I mean, was it really down to draft? I still feel it came down to a bit of execution of the drafts because Mineski were just not, it didn't seem like they got aggressive enough.
No, I think it's totally draft. I really think it's like. What were Mineski supposed to do? Their bounty hunter thought he's doing a good job by controlling the Beastmaster, but the Beastmaster was like a red herring. He's like, okay, fine, bounty hunter takes on my XP, annoy me a bit. I'm still going to get my farm. I'm still going to get my good timing because I'm a Beastmaster and I have an Iron Talon. And in the meantime, the real heroes are the Oracle and the Shadow Demon and the safe lane there. Like, I thought about it a bit during the break, and I don't know. It's funny. The first thing I said when we started watching Game 1. Singapore Dota, man, First Departure. This is like everyone wants to be a core. And what does Miracle do? He finds a way for everyone to be a core. he literally finds a way that their whole team can, like, nobody has to be that, like, 6-position PPD supports. And I think that puts them in their element. I think First Departure is very happy when all of their players can have some items and all their players can have some sort of playmaking potential. But they're going to start this draft with the Void and the Witch Doctor, which is a pretty classic 1-2 punch. It goes a totally different direction, like I suggested Mineski wanted them to, from the last game. It doesn't really look like a group up as 5 and push, but they get the Enchantress Snars one. It's excellent with Faceless Void. This is like First Departure in a position where if you get Chronosphere, there's already just pain coming your way.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like, First Departure, Mineski, when you said that they banned out the Oracle and the Beastmaster, it's like, okay, we don't want to get cheesed again. First Departure have come up with something even cheesier. And just in the Faceless Void and Witch Doctor combo. Picking up the Enchantress, I'm not really sure that this is a Miracle hero. I think maybe they could be swapping the roles again with Son taking over the Enchantress, because the last time I remember he was the one to play the Enchantress. Mineski with very strong picks, solid picks of their own again. I mean, you got Nature's Prophet, Vengeful Spirit for the defensive swaps as usual, and I mean, being on the dire side, having the negative armor, of course, from your Wave of Terror, it's always great, and Invoker as well. But I don't know, QW or Quad Exile Invoker?
It's gonna be Exort. I'm almost certain it's gonna be Exort. They're on the dire side, they got the Venge, the Nature's Prophet, and then Invoker. This is like very easy recipe for early rush. And they're actually gonna be the ones pushing this game by the looks of things. It looks like First Departure maybe now need to make sure they're prepared for Mineski's push, because Mineski is representing already the beginning of a very powerful, compelling push strategy.
Yeah, I mean, also one thing to point out is that you got the Sprout into the Sunstrike combo. It's got very great synergy there. And alright, First Departure. Oh, that's quick. I was gonna speculate on a hero, but it looks like it's gonna come straight out with the puck. Mineski still banning out previous heroes to take out the Zeus again. First Departure taking out the Alchemist. Would this fit into Mineski's draft? I don't think so.
Well, it's something that it's one of the heroes Ben Ho played actually in the Mineski TNC best of 5. I think in the last game he played Alchemist and did fantastically well. This is like Southeast Asian Dota, man. There's a lot of creative drafters and everyone's kind of like, if that's the thing you do that's scary, we're not gonna, it's what you said about Miracle as well. Don't think too much about if you think it fits in their draft, because they might fit it in, and if you don't want to deal with it, you don't want to deal with it, you ban it out. But do you think Wedding Crash said, hey, that puck hero was really good, I want to play it?
Maybe. Or somewhere out there, Miracle is just like, hey, we trend. Kenma. And, you know, probably somewhere out there just speaking in English is like Kenla, because I know that Wedding Crash sometimes at actual lands. I've been into quite a number of lands. I've watched them play. Wedding Crash is the kind of person who likes to shout. Think RTK from China, just shouting out there, just trying to BM you. That's Wedding Crash in Singapore.
Is that like why is he called Wedding Crash? Do you know? Is that
I'm not sure, but I can tell you he's pretty much Singapore's version of RTK.
He comes and crashes your wedding and just shouts at people.
Yeah,
He
I
rocks
think
up
so.
and makes a noise.
Pretty much. So that's always going to be interesting. And I mean, Mineski to pick up a Doom of their own. This is something which we've seen quite a bit at the big lands as well. It's like what Team Secret does. They run the Doom in so he jungles for like until maybe level 3. He starts roaming around, getting kills. And it's always great for isolating a hero, especially if, I think in this case, the Doom wants to be doing either the Puck or the Void. And first departure, I mean, Miracle's probably going to be quite worried on what he's going to pick as a last hero.
Yeah, it's actually Chinese pub strats. Secret took it. I mean, they got to China, they played some pubs, and they realized every pub is a jungle Doom, and they just kind of perfected it themselves. I do think, I mean, it's Doom is good against Puck, it's good against Void, but it's also just good in the push strategy. So I think first departure under a lot of pressure right now. It's just how it looks to me that they could get into similar positions to what they put Mineski in last game, where the group up and push is just too strong for them. And there's even the Vengeful Spirit on Mineski, which counters the Chronosphere to some extent. So yeah, look, they picked the Axe, which is like a very much a let's break up, let's punish their grouping up and going at us kind of pick. I mean, this is not a hero that we see much at all these days. When we see it, it's pretty much always just to go against something like Brood, but I think this is first departure signaling that they want to be able to be aggressive and just actually run into Mineski's push, rather than having to like avoid it or split push or something like that.
I gotta admit, I did not see this coming at all. But I mean, I guess Axe is always good for the counter split push, and it just makes the lanes all the more confusing. So I mean, we saw something like your supports just now staying in the lane. Do you think this is going to be like your Axe and Witch Doctor in the lane, in your safe lane, and your Huntress goes all the way into the jungle?
I think they're gonna go behind the tower. That's actually, I have this weird instinct that they're gonna, you know, the Rax Axe behind the tower, because if Vengeful Spirit is your supports and you have a jungle Doom, I think Witch Doctor and Enchantress, they have the healing potential. Like, I think they could leave Puck in the mid lane, Void on its own in the safe lane, and just go 3 heroes behind the tower and cause absolute nightmares to Jules' Spectre.
Oh, but picking up the Spectre, I mean, Spectre's a great hero for carrying a team, but unfortunately, I mean, the laning phase is always going to be real tough, especially in this case when you have, you know, you've got a very, very great hero for sustaining the lane. The Axe, and that's the Witch Doctor alone. I'm really worried about Mineski because when you have your Doom jungling Avenge and Spec against Axe and your Witch Doctor, I feel that the Witch Doctor and the Axe actually has the upper edge.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I actually think if first departure do this aggressive lane with the Axe, they're gonna run circles around Mineski, but immediately you see Colosso has actually started with the Iron Talon, so this is just the jungle Axe. This is just... And it's hilarious that Iron Talon is such a good item that it's actually, I mean, I've seen a lot of players do it and I've thought about myself. It's actually justifiable to go Iron Talon on an Axe who already can just jungle casually on his own. It just helps him get off that start. It does make him jungle faster, even though he's an Axe. And he's not meant to be about his right clicks, he's meant to be about his spins, but...
Spinning your right around.
Yeah, like the activatable, it's just so good, 9 Talon.
But I mean, this actually Hana playing the offlane Enchantress too. That's also pretty good because this is a hero who I've seen him practice quite a bit in pubs, and of course, I mean, with the lack of control in Mineski, you just don't have those hard disables. Yeah, you have your Venge Stun, but that's pretty much about it. Unless, of course, you can like, you know, get an Ensnare or Centaur Stomp on Jesse Vash. So it feels like he has plenty to do this game, especially if we're gonna see a game 3. So taking care of the treants. So for now, it looks like we're gonna see a bounty apiece.
Hana can just destroy that lane actually, like with Untouchable, they're not gonna be able to do much to him. So maybe that's why they jungle the Axe. I still feel like if they go the aggressive lane, they could destroy the lane completely, but I think Hana's gonna have a very good laning stage. While we've seen Jesse Vash, considering an early courier snipe maybe really deep behind enemy lines. He's got the boots first, so not that difficult to walk in and get the courier if the courier is coming, but they've seen him, they've spotted him. And
but that's just good game sense. Yeah, that's just really, really good game sense. And
I think the Enchantress might have got a slight half a second of vision of him as it ran down.
Yes, no?
I mean, we saw two people pinging at the exact same time. I feel like they saw him.
Maybe. I mean, you can see the axe is still kind of kicking back, but I think he wants to concentrate on jungling just for now. Vash gonna happily pick himself up a creep, and this is actually gonna be pretty huge because if the Enchantress wants to go back and grab a heart, one of the heart camp creeps, options are quite limited. Fast now looking for the wraparound, Doom as well. Vash and this ward's gonna spot them out. Magic missile maybe. He's got level 1 untouchable, no nature's attendance, but he has a salve. So I think he's pretty okay with just retreating from this just a bit further back in the lane for now.
I mean, he should, like, this is what I'm saying. I don't think he should ever die in this lane. I think Hannah should, if he plays it correctly, have a really good time in this lane, just on the basis of untouchable. They don't have any effective way to, if you have the Ursa or the Juggernaut or magic nuke damage or something to get past the untouchable to deal a lot of burst damage, you can kill Enchantress, but they don't have any of those things.
And Miracle safe lane Void. I mean, when was the last time we've even seen a safe lane Void? I don't think we have.
I've seen it once or twice.
Chased, harassed out of lane.
I think Virtus Pro ran a safe lane Void back at the summit. I mean, this is like a really long time ago now. But in that game, they ended up playing it almost as off laner anyway. Like, it wasn't their real true one.
But I believe, this Void right now, the way you itemize this hero, you don't go for that Maelstrom in Mask of Madness. You go for something similar to what you do on a Sven. Your Helm Dominator and Sanjin Yasha, I believe.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the Virtus Pro when they ran the safe lane Void, they built it as the off lane anyway. They just went Lance and Blink, so
okay.
I'm not really sure. I've seen Swindle Melons actually play off lane Void where he rushed Battle Fury. So I mean, Timewalks is really short cooldown. You can play yourself almost like an anti-mage, hopping around, cleaving, and the synergy with your Chronos will really catch a few people to cleave them, but I really don't, I don't want to predict what Miracle's item build's going to be. We can talk about when we see it and try and understand why he makes the choices he does.
He is Miracle. I mean, that's why he's the 7k Miracle here. Well, alright, so this mid matchup, Invoker has the edge. I mean, Doom didn't harass Wedding Crash a bit out of lane. He's half the CS of the Invoker. Lane, Sunstrike coming out of Hana, he has the Nature's Attendance and this untouchable level 2. Maybe he'll think about going back in, just trading a few hits, and of course he still has the salve, so... I mean, like you said, this untouchable and the lack of control, it's really, really hard for them to Hana at all.
Yeah, they can't. The Enchantress is going to get value in this lane, there's nothing they can do about it. The supports are here just to help make sure the Spectre still gets farm as well because of their left.
Oh, Wedding Crash may die here. Actually, no, wait. Okay, he just got his bottle in the nick of time.
They left the Spectre alone, then the Enchantress actually ran over him. Well, actually her, I think Spectres are her. This mid lane, yet again, we see Ben-Hur kind of dominating the early stages of the laning phase. Puck is now catching up a bit, but there was a stage where there was a huge gap, and people ask about, where's QQ? Oh, Mineski can't win without QQ, but honestly, I don't think Ben-Hur is the problem in the previous game. I mean, I said I think it's mostly about draft, but every time I've watched him play with this player, he's been phenomenal to me. Like, this is a player who, if it is the case that he's only standing in until QQ comes back, this is a player that needs to be picked up by another team, because this is how I used to feel about Tihi, actually, from TNC. Like, every matchup he just wins mid, and then Ben-Hur kind of stomped him every single game, the best of 5 they played, and since then I've seen Ben-Hur a few times, and he's just excellent at laning mode, really.
Or maybe this is just one of those trial sessions, but I mean, nonetheless, whether he stays or not with Mineski, I agree with you. He played excellent in the previous game, and I hope he succeeds wherever he goes, or if he's staying. I can't really review anything, but for now, I mean, okay, this has been a very quiet laning phase compared to game 1. Vash still, he's still as hard bent to trying to kill Hana. He has a double damage, and of course with the Hellbear Thunderclap. I don't think they're gonna kill him unless they rotate Raging Tato in. Oh wait, I think they want to go on him here. Do they have a Chronos Sphere? No, but they're just gonna try and slow him down. No time loss.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Time Walk these days doesn't slow. Remember the times when it did, but
good old days.
Doesn't do that well. Mid lane, I'm not sure what this gank is, but there's a Doom. Vash is looking to go in.
Yeah,
I think it's if Puck wastes orb, they could kill him.
Oh, but phase is one. Meanwhile, we're looking mid, bottom lane, first blood, and Wedding Crash will just orb away. Only do kill him apparently, and that's with Lobby, who's almost gonna fall, gets away on 28 HP, and I wanted to point out one thing. Ben-Hur has gone for a Ring of Aquila. This is something we don't usually see on Invoker players. I mean, I'm not Invoker player, so I'm not too sure. Maybe this is the norm, but Scans, have you seen Aquila? No?
No, it's not a thing. It's a Ben-Hur thing. But I like that. I like in really skilled, like individually skilled players, I like it when we see innovations from them, because it's usually like based on a sense that, you know, you've played the hero a lot, you get an understanding for what things you need, and he's decided like the kind of stats that Ring of Aquila give me, a little bit of extra damage, that mana regen, that's actually something Invoker can benefit from, and so what if it's considered to be an agility item? It's, you know, it's what I want.
Maybe. Or actually, I mean, I guess since now Invokers, they always scale in going to the drums. But in this case, I mean, he's going for the Midas first, just starting up really early so that it's making it so much harder for him to die in lane. And
yeah, I mean,
Miracle...
his Nature's Prophet and his Specs are probably going to get drums as well. Like, I mean, it's not like multiple drums are bad, but it's less necessary for the team, and if he wants the mana regen, Ring of Aquila, I can get behind it, so I'd like to see it a bit more, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, they definitely want to go on Hana, and Jesse Vash getting scouted out by the Centaur creep. Hana's just having a ball of a time, and we talk about hero levels in the lane. He's already level 6. The Nature's Prophet is still level 5, halfway to level 6, so he can't really gank that efficiently just yet. Well done, yep, they lay down the Chronosphere. I think this is the death of Raging Potato. The Sunshine gonna come out, and Miracle is falling very low. He doesn't have a time rock, so he's not gonna run away. Jesse Fast is gonna get called by Pulsar. Call me maybe, and down to Axe is gonna get himself a double kill. As Jules used a Haunt, he wants to kill Pulsar, but Miracle, the time dilation, ever so annoying. Spectre of the Spectral Dagger is gonna kill off the Axe. Just barely, as Miracle is gonna try and mango Jules. He needs one time block, Hugh doesn't need it at all. So Faceless Void is gonna find himself a nice kill. It's gonna be a 3-for-1 trade.
I don't know how Jules thinks he can fight there. I think it's maybe just underestimating. Void already is very tanky with the Flowman shield, but then there's the Witch Doctor level 2 heal. There's never a chance of the Spectre surviving through that. Need to run away. Also notice this again, by the way, continuing our conversation of Singapore teams and first departure in general. Everyone wants to play core. Notice they ran the jungle Axe. I mean, Lubby is actually playing proper support in this game, but that's it. It's only Lubby. And we talked about how the game's been quiet early on, but that suits first departure very, very well, because they have 4 heroes farming. Mineski only had, like, the Doom is technically a jungler, but it's been just involved all the time. That's jungle all the way to
top lane, they
level
want to
6.
go on Hana again. The Sunstrike, it's gonna be barely enough. Actually, Spectre of the Desolate, it's gonna do just the right amount of damage. I guess it makes sense, seeing as instead of maxing out the Spectral Dagger, he's gone for the 2 points in the Desolate first. Now it's maxed out, but yeah, it's always great, especially against Hana, realizing he needs the extra rank there. And I mean, back to your point where you're saying that, you know, more cores. I feel like this is a C culture kind of thing. In our pub games, where we're just like 5-man carry teams, just the best kind of games.
Yeah, well, I mean, both teams have a jungler in this game, but the Doom was trying to be involved. It didn't really get a whole lot done, and that's just sat back, Iron Talon farmed, and very close to Blink Dagger. It's going to be a pre-10-minute Blink Dagger on this Axe, and that's just insane value for your team when you didn't have to run it in a protected lane or anything like that. You didn't get punished at all for having it in the jungle, and it just feels like the impact's going to be much, much bigger than Jesse Bash's Doom is in this game.
Alright, looks like Miracle, he's going for Slads. How about Ben-Hur? Ben-Hur, okay, he just picked up the Midas, 9 minutes, and it's okay-ish timing.
But it's pretty good, actually, considering that he first bought the Null and the Aquila. His farm is excellent, and he's again gapped the puck substantially if you look at the net worth.
Oh wait, top lane, they want to go on Hana again, to Blade on the Scorch stuff. Do they have the Magic Missile? They need the Vision for it. It's off the Wave of Terror, and they have a Sunstrike at the ready. Yep. It's already been invoked. Hana's just dead. He's sandwiched in between 3 heroes. Make that 4. Nope. Polosan comes to the call, saving Hana for now, but here comes the Coconuts. Polosan, he's tanky, but not that tanky, and Spectre is just gonna right kick him down, and Lubby, he's in the wrong neighborhood right now. There's 4 heroes running after him. Do they have a Sprout? Sprout maybe. They have the Phase Boots. No, they can't kill him. Oh, Raging Potato's still going. He gets the Sprout. He's just like, go, go, go! The Coconut saving it for now. Do they have a counter TP? Yes, I think the Void's coming. Raging Potato's gonna fall, and Lubby gets the kill. Miracle has Chronosphere. Jesse Vast, time dilation. He can't really cast any spells, and it's nice Chrono catching too. Sunstrike maybe. I hear Sunstrike, but it doesn't really kill Lubby, who is still there. And there we go, Jules. Oh, Coconut actually still catches him, and with the urn, hopefully he will kill Lubby. Fang goes his way out and they're gonna look for the Spectre. I don't think so. Cast is very, very low. They're gonna leave the regeneration given to Ben-Hur. It's gonna be instantly cancelled by Hana, who has the enchant to slow. Oh, he's very low. He needs one more. He needs a bit more vision. Raging Potato TPing in. Looks like they want to turn around on Hana. No. Impetus. One more. Oh, he's just dead. And then Hana finds himself a very, very huge solo kill. 465 gold, sliding into its piggy bank.
This Spectre could be in trouble here too.
Oh, that's true. But Hana, does he have the mana? 2 points in dispersion. He's actually quite tanky. Oh, I think he can. He just needs 2 more impetus. He realizes he can't do it. Oh, is he still going? What?
Yeah, almost got there. Spectre's phase boot saves him, but that sequence of the top lane was really interesting because Axe going in to try save Enchantress was never the play, but then Raging Potato
call bottom lane, Raging Potato. Yep, I think he dies here. We have a call. They need a Dream Coil for this. Nah, they don't need it. It wasn't pulling anyway.
Just the damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see. For me, it is almost like a Sea Dota thing. Sometimes people get like this bloodlust to like, you know, we just must fight. We'll just dive the top because this is like something we got to do, and it really wasn't the play for the Axe or the Nature's Prophet in that sequence, but guess 1 for 1.
I just saw something. I'm not sure. I mean, you be the judge whether it's funny or not. But I mean, Puck, you can see right now he's very close to a Blink Dagger. X just cut the whole creep wave, and the Puck was just pinging on him at the bottom. He's like, no, give me 2 creeps. I just need 2 creeps. Oh well. No damage done. And Spectre will find himself a kill on the Enchantress in the top lane. Sorry for that. And then the killing spree for Jules.
Yeah, they used the Doom. They finally got their level 6 on their Doom and made good use of it. But again, if you compare it to the Axe,
on. He's gonna get healed. I think he wants to go back in. There we go. Nope. Oh, actually, they do get the coil him just in the nick of time. Raging Potato. Oh, they break the coil. He's stunned up. Miracle's just gonna club him down as the Invoker kills off Witch Doctor in the middle of the lane. And now the Haunt is gonna come out. Do they have a Chronosphere? I don't think so. Spectre's gonna find himself another kill. And he's gonna get the Axe. Alright, so a 2 for 2 trade. Yeah, it's a 2 for 1 trade in favor of Mineski. A nice 600 gold swing.
It's very greedy actually of Colosso to try and jump in there on the Invoker. Puck and Void were chasing after the Nature's Prophet. He jumps in on Invoker with half HP and he's picking. You could see once Witch Doctor to help him to summon Deathward or something, but the Invoker's Forge Spirits solo killed the Witch Doctor as he was trying to run in and help the Axe. So I'm pretty sure your Witch Doctor will have a few words for the Axe there saying, you know, man, why are you doing this, man? Like, we were perfectly fine getting a free kill on Nature's Prophets, but instead the Axe goes in and Axe and Witch Doctor both die.
Welcome to Singapore Dota. So anyways, Raging Potato is gonna find himself a T1 tower bottom lane and the right click to follow. Jules, I mean, he didn't have the best of lanes, but it's 13 minutes in. He has earned phase boots and drums. His farm is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he has a million kills.
They want to go in. Here comes the call as well. Jules, spin maybe. Oh, put the Chronosphere there and trying to catch Raging Potato, and do they have the damage? So low. Oh, that's 500 gold flying into Polison's pockets, and now they want to find Raging Potato. Look at the TP out, they don't have the coil. Oh, no vision for it.
Yeah, Spectre's got a lot of farm because Spectre had like 5 kills. In terms of actual lost, it's very far behind Miracle, sitting at the top.
I mean, on the bright side, he did manage to buy his Blade of Alacrity, so he, not much was lost. He managed to get his items. This middle lane is pushing in. Maybe this could be the cue to go in the top lane as Raging Potato is alone. But meanwhile, you see Cast and Jesse Vash, they're smoked up. I think they want to go. They have to Doom again. So Hana has to be very careful, but somehow I think they're reading this very nice Observer Ward. Maybe they'll jump on him instead. Swap back into the Doom. Polisan stunned up and the Sunstrike to follow. Yes, he will just get down by the Doom. So Jesse Vash, a bit more gold, and these ganks finally paying off for them. Hana, this is not the place you want to be. Touchable. My hands up in the air.
Yeah, I gotta say it's a similar criticism I had last game. Colosso was playing the Beastmaster there, and they
want to go buddy crash. Yeah, and they get the T1 tower. It just Proc has had a lot of towers this game.
I just feel like okay, Invoker's being chased by her could be.
Do they have detection? I don't think so. No.
Colosso played Jungle Beastmaster last game, Jungle Axis game, and both times I feel like he has really good timing on key items, and then just doesn't maybe get enough done with them. Like, he had one nice gank early on where he got a double kill with this axe, but since then it just feel like it's not quite working out. He's going in at the wrong times, he's not going in at the right times, and I'm not sure. I'm not, like, I can't put my finger on it, but
I think
the
he's just
Doom
settling
now
into
we've
the role.
seen, like, Doom gets to level 6, makes 2 kills with 2 Dooms, and the axe, since the Doom got level 6, has really done nothing. So
I think with his skill build, the way he's scaling up as well, I mean, usually when you're playing this kind of very greedy junking Doom, you want to be maxing out the Inferno Blade just because you're prepared to fight so much more. But by leveling up an extra point to Devour, I think a bit of a hint that you're preparing for the late game as well. Because I think they have better late game compared to First Departure. But then again, I could be proven wrong again. This is
No, they
a
do.
very, very
They do.
unique draft.
No, they do. Mineski have better late game. I'm willing to just say that. First
Yeah,
Departure
no
had a
clue.
really good early game. Things looked amazing for them, and things have gone downhill since then. Axe is going to go in, and this should be a kill on the Vengeful Spirit.
Dunk.
But it's
Oh,
exactly the difference maker is exactly that Axe had a great start, did a lot, and then for a few minutes Axe has done nothing, and Doom's been doing a lot. So it's something they need to turn around again, get more value out of the Axe again, like they just did.
and I think they're gonna try to aim to take their first T1. Miracle, he has the Chrono Spear, he has a Blink, and Raging Potato, I mean, he's deep into the Ancients, which he's not gonna find any, so I think the plan is just to split push. They're gonna give this mid T1 away. It's just not worth it. Yeah, plus the Witch Doctor ult, you don't want to be fighting into that. Jesse Vash going for Vlads of his own. I'm surprised, I thought he had the money for a Blink. I would have preferred a Blink, just so that he can catch Miracle. But
Yeah,
that doesn't seem to be the case.
You gotta remember, ultimately Mineski, it's misleading because they pick Spectre last, but ultimately they want to be pushing. That's their plan for leading to early game, on a group and push things. So the Vlad's gonna put in there, there's gonna be a Chrono Spear expanded to stop the TP.
Yeah. He's just dead.
And I would like to know when Mineski are gonna go kill Rush, because this is something I hinted at during the draft already, that their lineup is very good at rushing, they can rush really quickly. Just about any time they want. They've killed the tier 1 mid, they've killed the tier 1 bot. Like, maybe they'll make a kill first, but it's super easy for Mineski to take down a Rush at almost any time.
Alright, so just a quick look at the net worth chart. Mineski, they have a 2k gold lead. I mean, it's sort of swinging down because of these tiny kills and the tower to fall. And just a bit of chip damage here for the top T1. Ben here, he's thinking about going, but he doesn't have any backup, so this is a bit of a bait as Polosan just waiting behind. North Spirit is pulling the creep wave back, and will they finally do Roche? Actually, no, they're smoked up. Jesse Vash cast. They want to go, but they're smoked under the ward. Here we go, top lane. They want to go and Polosan using the comp, extra bit of armor. This Vanguard, he's very tanky, and he's not going to get on Nature's Prophet with the Maelstrom proc. Will kill him off. And for now, you can see the smoke still not exposed. Jesse Vash and cast. This is very good timing. If they can find Lobby, who's going to walk up the stairs and find himself into the loving arms of Cast and the Doom.
That was the Axe and the Enchantress went in on the Invoker, and I think they just forget that Nature's Prophet can TP from anywhere, Spectre can haunt from anywhere, and suddenly the table got turned and they're the ones dying. You gotta be very careful when you're against this global strategy. You gotta be super careful starting a fight, because you have to know Fiona and Spectre are gonna be there instantly.
Now this bottom lane, bottom T1's gonna get denied, so Nature's Prophet does a bit more Roche control taken away, and I think Miracle, he's looking for the Chrono Spear. Oh, he has it in 10 seconds, and Ben here is gonna just use it up in the air. Everything is on cooldown. This is why I love time dilation. It's such an annoying spell. This Miracle doesn't have the mana, 3 seconds, he's gonna get magic missiled out. So he has to be very, very careful, making his way towards Maelstrom. So they will just disengage. Quite an awkward charge by Miracle, as he doesn't really get much achieved from that.
Radiant's top tower is under
They defended it tier 2, I suppose you could say. There is that. But I do feel like the pressure is building and building, and bot lane Axe goes in, but there's gonna be a
it's a trap. It's a trap. Polosan is just gonna die here. Dude,
yeah, he's just not doing it this game. I don't know how much it is like on him particularly, but I feel like there have been a number of times we've seen Axe go in where it just ended up with him dying or his allies dying, not really achieving much, or Huck's actually gonna come finish up this kill, so it justifies the Axe death somewhat more.
And he has 3.3k gold. This is gonna be a Dagon. I feel Yields is better. Double ancient stack. Yeah, I think this should be a Yields. They need more utility just to catch. Top T1 gonna get 45, and Miracle is just gonna right click this one down. Has a band of Elven, so I'm guessing the Maelstrom's on the way. Probably the SMY, and this will be the T1 going to Hana instead. Going for
And
that
finally,
Dragon
Mineski
Land.
want to rush. It has been scouted out. Wedding Crash is orbed it, so Mineski actually going to leave the rush bits after getting orbed, deciding now is not the time. As all of first party do TP down. I'm not sure what I want to see Puck getting. I wouldn't mind quite a few things. You could go for one of the bigger items like a Hex or Orchid. I think the Dagon could actually be fine, just more damage into the Chronosphere, but I do agree
Oh,
with
Witch
you. Well,
Doctor, they do find the Spectre, Chronosphere, and therefore.
Yeah, well, there's that combo. We're talking about the combo during the draft, the cheese.
But they're gonna go for Roshan themselves. Peloton, he's tanking this up with the Vanguard. Digging out just in case there's a ward there, but there is no ward. And Mineski, I don't think they can actually contest this. Or actually, maybe they can. They have the haunt, but the Spectre's not coming up in 30 seconds, and this is quite fast. Roshan Sunstrike can come in.
It's
damage.
This is so bad for Mineski because the game's been going 20 minutes and there were ample opportunities for him to sneak in and take the rush. Invoke and Venture Squares on Invoken, Nature's Prophets. Invoke can even solo.
Oh, Axe going for the call. He's gonna find only 2 heroes stunned up immediately at Polyston. Here comes Wedding Crash with 3-man coil, and he'll have to back off. We have a Sunstrike to silence up Jesse Bash Miracle. You don't have a Chronosphere. He's just walking in man mode. Yes, the Aegis Jesse Bash is gonna get taken down. And now the Haunt's gonna come up. Polyston finding himself another kill as the Puck gets a double kill. And now, oh, here comes Jules in the middle. Everyone's stunned up, and the Doom's gonna go under Hana. And one more dunk under Creep. He's gonna get Swata in as Polyston. He just dies. Jesse Bash, the buyback has been forced out. And we actually, oh wait, you're gonna get a bit of Rat Dota from the top lane as the Nature's Prophet finds himself a tower. Mineski now in the charge, going all the way into time dilation. He's not afraid to die. He has the Aegis. Popping the jump charge just to save Miracle. He's gonna time walk this away. Yes, he will. He's not dying here today. Not today. Raging Potato TPing, and he wants to make sure he dies. They want to kill off this Aegis. And can they? Jesse Fast charging in. Oh, the blink just in the nick time. Miracle being so hard to kill. And Wedding Crash is going back in again. Yeah, but it's taken, and the Aegis will finally be popped. They have a Chronosphere. Mineski, they do know this, and they will just back off. Yep, one more right click faces by the time lock.
Oh.
And now they will look for one more kill. Will they find any more? No, Mineski is completely disengaged.
Yeah.
Well, what was the kill count there? I mean, I know Jesse Bash died twice. Brought back as well.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think they got rid of the Aegis, and the Doom died twice. I think that's actually the only deaths that happened there. Oh, there's a Miracle's Spidey sense is tingling.
Oh,
He's
just so tempted to go right now. He's just like, to go or not to go. He's really tempted. He really wants to take this, but Mineski, their spider senses are tingling of their own, so they will just walk this off. You've seen the vision coming out from Mineski. So many wards in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, which shows you the kind of game they want to play right now, but it's not happening. Right now, for the last couple of minutes, it feels like the game's happening their side, not under their vision, and that's actually beneficial then for first departure. You've also got mostly wards on the enemy side of the map.
Olsan's gonna find himself a very tasty ancient stack. He's picked up a staff for wizardry, so this could be a 4 staff just for longer initiation. It's great as well against the Sprout.
Yeah, that makes good sense. 4 staff would be good here.
Miracle's really very big. He already has the Yasha, maybe a Sanch and Yasha, it could be a Mata style as well as Cast. Oh no, Polizon, he scouts him out, he's gonna just go straight for him. Do we have a dunk? No lucky spin, not today. Needs a dunk, and now he's gonna take down. Actually, not yet. One more click. Yes, T-Rail and Axe gets the kill. Dead battle, hunger.
Wedding Crash and Miracle have both not died this game. It's quite incredible.
Oh, 6-0 and 5-0.
Back in your void, and they gotta be feeling confidence. I feel like when you get to this stage of the game and you have two of your cores on like 6-0, 5-0, it gives you that little confidence boost that you can do anything you want.
Gotta admit, first departure, they're playing a very nice game so far. Especially with Miracle and Polison.
Well, I don't know about. I mean, I've been quite critical of Polison. I think there's.
Oh, sorry, I mean Wedding Crash. Oh my god.
You mean Wedding Crash? Okay,
yeah, I mean Wedding Crash. Oh, Cliff jungling, they know what's going on. Do we have a Chronosphere? Any time locks maybe? Yep, the Chronosphere. Cancel the TP and the Death Ward. You're not running anywhere. You're getting throw and Raging Potato, now you're finally time walk up. Just
You know what?
awkward for Miracle.
Sometimes you feel like at this stage in the game, your jungle is dangerous and theirs is safer. And so Nature's Prophet like goes, okay, I'm gonna cliff jungle the enemy ancients because like that might be the safest place. But as it happens, there's a ward that's been put up here and the team was nearby and really just an absolute disaster. I don't think Jay will go back there again this game.
Yeah, I don't think so. That was just so unfortunate. And Miracle, he was just so desperate to get to the cliff. I think maybe he was like in a bit of adrenaline rush. He just kept time walking back and forth, back and forth. Missed it twice. He had to blink up. But anyways, I mean, they did get the objective. And now try
Maybe he
for
was
T2.
trolling. Do you think Miracle is the
Maybe.
kind of guy to troll?
I don't think so. He doesn't BM. That's not him.
Okay.
Oh, now we're gonna see a 4-man smoke coming out. They have the Haunt at the ready. Ben-Hur leading the charge. That's the egg, so and he's ready to cut the combo. But the wave is so pushed in, this is way too obvious of a smoke. So they're just gonna go hanging around the top. Yeah, no, they've decided that was a waste of smoke. Maybe they'll look for a constellation kill, which very unlikely as Miracle first departure. They know. Definitely no, that was very obvious. A Raging Potato, he's TPing to the top anyways. Maybe he's gonna be the bait here. Winning Crash has a coil.
Oh, he does look juicy as baits. I definitely think first departure considering this.
Oh, very, very tasty. And here comes Wedding Crash, heals up in the air, but there comes the rest of Mineski. He's gonna get swapped back in. Wedding Crash, but he's just so elusive. Gets away and breaks the smoke. So Mineski wasted smoke, waste of time, but luckily no ults were used. If they used a Haunt, then they would have to commit.
They must have anticipated the baits because Wedding Crash was so ready to turn around and orb, so that even before he got swapped he had orbed, it meant he could definitely get away. And look at this, Jay's now gone to cliff jungle his own ancients.
Well, sometimes that's what you have to do. Hana, playing up the impetus. Yeah, he wants to kill Jules, but Jules... I don't think you want to go into Enchantress. I don't think any of you want to go on each other. It's just way too risky.
Nature's Prophet is just so scared of being caught by the Void or the Axe. Like, doesn't really want to be farming in the lanes. And plus you got the Spectre and the Invoker that
Oh,
do
they're
want to
prepping for the
farm
bottom
the
lane. And the TP is gonna come in, I think. Can Nature's Prophet TP? Backfill Dagger. We have an
I mean,
NP.
they don't kill Enchantress. That's Spectre and Nature's Prophets, as strong as they are, they do. I mean, I guess Nature's Prophet can BKB for it.
Oh, now
but
they can,
BKB for it.
yeah. And the Haunt to follow. Oh, no Nature's Attendant. It's expired. Miracle looking for the kill. Ready Crash. Yep, the coil. They're gonna catch Jules. Manda style. He's gonna try and break it, and now he's just gonna die. And the death ward to follow. So that's the death of Jules. Wasted
Yes.
gank.
This is the tricky thing. So Enchantress is not even that high profile of a kill, and Nature's Prophet has to use BKB to just get the attacks off, otherwise the untouchable does too much work. And if you're going in for like a small kill,
Hold on,
using
he
your
finds
BKB
cast in the middle lane. And there we go, Battle Hunger comes out, but he's not getting any lucky procs on the spin. Does he have anything to cancel? Yes, he will cancel the TP, but Chrono Spear, not ideal. And Ben-Hur lit it up. The Miracle is really blinking forward. They want to find him. Can they find him? Yep. Call, not yet. Quick fingers here on Polestar, and no, the call off the mark, but he's gonna go on the Ben-Hur anyway. The Battle Hunger following him, so they know where he is, but no, best of first departure pushing into bottom T2.
I gotta say, the point I was trying to make there, like, the fact that they try and go for like killing Enchantress to me is very disturbing. I feel like it's a sign that First Departure are mentally in a much stronger place than Mineski at this point in the series, and I mean, I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe it's because of the first game, maybe because it's how this game is going, but Mineski looked like they had a serious psychological disadvantage right now. First Departure feeling very confident, and Mineski making plays that look very desperate. First all the cliff jungling, and now I'm gonna like proactively use a BKB charge to try and kill it. What's effectively a supports and charges at this point in the game. Like, even if they make that kill, what that means is the Nature's Prophet's going to be left behind with his BKB finished, and Pack's probably going to come in and just finish him off. It's just not the play, I think, and I think it's a sign of Mineski being a lot less sure of themselves than First Departure are at this stage in the game.
I completely agree with you. This is very different from the Mineski I'm used to seeing. Because one thing which I forgot to point out is that Mineski and First Departure, this is pretty much your equivalent of like a Manchester derby in football matches and stuff. So these two teams, they have a huge rivalry going on. But it feels like Mineski, they're still trying to figure out their play styles, what kind of heroes they want to play. It feels like they're trying to play something very similar to MVP. But I'm not sure. I still think they think more.
I don't call it a playstyle thing. I think Mineski are quite settled on, honestly, like they know how they want to play. They're very good at doing what they want to do. I just think that maybe because the first game in this series they got destroyed and I think very outdrafted, and I don't know, maybe just because of the position they're in this game, it just seems like they've taken some kind of mental blow, and I don't know, sometimes that can be the most crippling thing. Like maybe someone had a fight with someone else on TeamSpeak, or you know, Raging Potato Jay, he's known to be a bit of a star, and he had a lot of deaths in this game. Maybe feeling frustrated. Like, I don't know, you never really know which things affect which players and what affects the team dynamic. But for me, from the like observing perspective, it just seems like First Departure have a very good idea. Like at this point in the game, you know, we're feeling confident. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to approach it. Mineski, a lot of their plays and movements look a bit scrappy. Look like they haven't really thought it through completely. And honestly, historically, I would expect the opposite. I feel like if you go back to the end of the last season before the Shanghai Major, I feel like the First Departure, Singapore Rejects, all the Singapore teams have had this issue of looking like not really on the ball, not really sure what they want to do. And you were even saying earlier that Miracle with his teams, he often just like does what he wants to and doesn't really have a plan in the draft, and no one knows what's going on. But this First Departure team doesn't look like that. From both of these games so far, they look like, other than my criticisms of Peloso, who himself has looked a bit all over the place in both these games, the rest of the team looks really on the ball.
I agree. No, and I mean, this is not only just the First Departure. I feel that the Singapore teams are starting to step up a bit. They realize that, you know, maybe they haven't been performing as much, you know, as good as they should have. But I still gotta admit, I'm still not used to this. I actually thought Mineski would have better edge, or be playing better in game 2. And Miracle actually may not here. He's caught in between a lot of heroes. He's just gonna right click Raging Potato. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Gonna get swapped out immediately. I think he's gonna kill the Raging Potato. The Maelstrom procs just there, Sunstrike. So Kaz actually saving him from that Sunstrike. There again, you can see the miscommunication between the Mineski players.
Yeah, it's really just not, and usually that's something that they're very good at, being on the same page, understanding each other, having that sort of implied synergy, maybe even not without talking about it, just you know, they know what each other are going to do. Seems like there's something breaking down internally in the team. But I mean, I'm not making some grand statements about like, oh, the team's going to disband. I'm talking about just like in this game right now. Seems like there's a bit of a breakdown on the side of Mineski.
And meanwhile, Roshan has just spawned, so I think Lubby, he scouted it out as well, making his way towards his own Aghanim Scepter. He's not that easy to kill right now at this point in the game. Ben-Hur is going to find himself a nice combo onto Pulsar, but that barely does any damage to him. Also using up Paul for the extra armor, and alright, I mean, Ben-Hur is farmed, but we haven't really seen him put that network to good use for now. As First Departure now rallying to the top lane. They have a ward over here for Mineski, so I think, yeah, he's just gonna back the hell out of there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the thing is, like, since QQ's been gone, like, I definitely think that Ben-Hur is almost a godlike player in terms of his play skill. But it could be, you might find that they've been doing so well in all their games since they didn't have QQ that it wasn't potential for, like, there to be some kind of issue. And maybe QQ is the guy normally when there's issues who motivates the team and tells them, like, it's fine guys, this is what we're gonna do. I mean, I really just don't know. I'm speculating.
Oh, I just want to point out first, Lubby has gone for a Culling Blade just so that he can D-ward much quicker. And you know, here they want to go Miracle, the stun coming out. Do they have to do? Yes, they do. And Raging Potato and the Hunt follow as well. Miracle's gonna get 4-staff out, but the Tornado is just gonna barely miss him. But he has a time walk. I think Miracle dies here. He will finally doubt the Spectre. As Raging Potato, the Deafening Blast is a bit desperate. He really want to catch somebody. But do they have a Big Dagger? Yes, I think they want to get him. And the Ice Wall to follow right now. And the Cold Snap, maybe no follow-up. Follows on late to Battle Hunger. And you know, Mineski will just back off, happy with the spoils of what they have just gotten out of that skirmish. Sun Oak is looking to catch someone. Ben-Hur forced up back and the dunk. Or just great teamwork there. The forced up up so that the puck can get the silence quicker. He was really impatient for that kill.
Yeah, killing the Void is a huge kill. Giving away the Invoker makes it like a little bit less huge. I mean, Miracle did build himself as the offlane Void in this game despite being safe and he started with the Plasma Blink, but at this point he's got a Mance, he's got a Mjolnir, he's the highest net worth in the game, and it's a very, very important kill, especially when they kill him before he Chronospheres, before he actually has any impact on the fight. So a glimmer of hope for Mineski, for sure.
Definitely, and of course one of the scary things to point out is that Spectre, Jules has picked up a Radiance. Supports are always going to get chased down. I mean, that burning ghost just haunting you for the rest of your life. It's really, really scary, especially when you're playing supports. But the thing right now for First Departure is that besides Lobby, everyone else is farm, everyone's decently tanky. Enchantress has a Dragonlance, has an Aghanim Scepter, probably making her way towards an AC. I don't know, I think the Spectre Radiance is okay. It's still... I don't know what's the word for it. It's not the game-changing item.
I mean, it's good, and I still totally think that Mineski probably scaled better into this game and had a stronger late game. But at this point, it just seems like it's all about Miracle to me. It's, I mean, how often do we see that happening? And remember, that was his first death of the game. Wedding Crash still wasn't died, but Miracle, as long as he's staying alive, getting good chronospheres off, getting good time dilations off, I think he controls this game still. I think it's super important that Mineski gets the Doom off on him that fights, and I think it might be the first time they did get a Doom off on him in the whole game. So that's what we gotta look out for. There's gonna be a fight coming, maybe over the rush soon. There's definitely a smoke from Mineski around it.
Oh, they wanna go, they wanna play, but they don't have the initiation, the haunt come out. And Ben Hurd defeating an immediate combo, only landing on Slubby and Hana, but Miracle stirs the corners, but they even put the Lincoln Spear on him. As Reggie can get a right-clicking Hana from the top of the lane, the main and the static shield procs are there, and Witch Doctor will be the first one to go down. And oh, that's a very nice chrono catching Jules and Jesse Bash. The Sunstrike's gonna come out, swaps out, and oh, this is bad for Departure. The call's finally gonna come out. Poloson catching on the 3 heroes, the spin, and he's gonna get doomed up. Now Wedding Crash, very, very low. I think this is not the ideal situation for you, and doesn't have a blink. He's just gonna get phase shift, and he's gonna die here anyway. So, by Dagon, so 3 for 2 trade as the faceless one right clicks the Raging Potato who tried to kill him. Jesse Bash, this fight is nowhere near over yet just yet. Poloson, Miracle, he blinks it, they really want to kill. Time Walk, use it, Benher, gonna get right click down, time block down. No, and now they're gonna go for Jesse Bash. They've overstayed their welcome, but here comes Jules to the rescue as Poloson, 4 stabs forward, he's gonna get burned down as Miracle needs to get the hell out of there. Witch Doctor is coming back. This is not good. They're still going for this. Yeah, they want to go for this. Time dilation. And now the backline's going to come up from Poloson. Jules. Now that's way too long. And the Shiva's got to slow him down. There is no mountain. The battle hunger not really catching anybody. As they will set up themselves with Jesse Bash. Instead it's teamed up. Just Bash down and the Death Ward to follow. Jules. Alright, gets away with 3,200 gold. I think there's still hope for Mineski. I mean, the Invoker and the Spectre are just so farmed.
Very definitely, and they finally kill the pack. So 2 fights in a row. First they kill the Void, then they kill the pack. And that's like, gotta give you belief as well. Like these 2 really annoying heroes you've not been able to deal with all game. Finally you're showing you can deal with both of them. And again, I mean, it was a nice chrono for Miracle, except that it had the pack in the middle of it. And he didn't really have allies to help him deal the damage. And we see a weakness to the Void these days. The way you build it, like sure, he's got a super farm, he's got into Mantle and Mjolnir, but you don't... The hero doesn't do enough damage on his own in the chronosphere. You really do need your allies to help forward.
Look at the call, Raging Potato, Poloson, he's calling there, and the chronos. Yeah, this is just one dead potato. They're not happy with this Nature's Prophet. Not happy at all. This will be the Aegis, going the way to Miracle.
Yeah, so it's a buyback expanded by the Axe originally in that fight, right? So that is the major cost, I think, for First Departure, that if the Axe were to go down, he'd be dead without buyback, and that might give Mineski a big opening. But they managed to get themselves an Aegis. That's pretty big. And I still think all eyes on, you know, is there a good Doom on the Void or the Pack? If you can control one of these heroes completely out of the fight, especially the Void, then you're looking really, really good actually as Mineski. If they get everything they want done, then First Departure looking really good.
Yeah, and I mean that's why it goes back to when Doom. He's still going for more utility items. Like if he had a Blink Dagger, I feel that this would have been a much harder game for First Departure. Because so far they've been able to win because they take out the Void. No Chronosphere, that's the win. And that's what they need to keep on doing. Meanwhile, First Departure, I mean Poloson, he's getting more items. What do you think is next on the board for him? He has the Shivas already. We see the other items coming up? Not really.
I'm not too sure. I mean, it would probably benefit them at this point to get a Silver Edge on someone. I don't know if it's something he could do. It really does help to deal with the Spectre.
It's just very hard.
He could make his Vanguard into a Crimson Guard. It's something he could do.
Yeah, they ping out the ward, they know it. But anyways, Mineski probably not going to contest this T2. Not when there's the Aegis still on Miracle.
I don't know I don't know how big the Aegis is in the bigger picture, like, to be honest, because if you do Miracle and then just ignore him and kill everyone else, like, if he respawns and his team's dead, it's not going to help. So I think that Mineski, if they play the cards right, could still take a good fight. Well, wow, that's actually an MKB now completed on Miracle. It's only after it's on the way to him. He's going to have to drop something to pick it up, so he's going to drop his treads.
Oh, but they put down the pawns, he's gonna come out, and right now Jules is just saying hi. The tornado comes out, but everyone's just gonna run away from it, and it's only Lobby gets caught by the tornado. EMP not really landing on anybody as Miracle looking for the Chronosphere. Actually, no, just kidding, just going this time dilation as he takes a lot of damage from these Haunt Illusions, one of them enchanted by the Enchantress. Jesse Bash looking for the Doom. Oh, they're gonna silence him and digging him down, and the immediate combo is gonna come on a Dream Coil, only catching him to bend her as he's forced to buy back. Miracle now just gonna time walk away some of the damage. He still has the Aegis, nothing really expended just yet, and they had the Lincoln Spear gonna be off cold and landing on a Miracle who goes all the way ham with the time dilation again, and he's just gonna go right on the meaty lane of Rax. I think his team is telling him, nope, I think we've got a great objective, we forced out a buyback, let's just back off and reset.
You see the courier just like hanging around, coming in and out. Miracle's like keeps sending himself the MKB, but realizing he doesn't have space for it. And I wonder, is he like waiting for the Aegis to run out and then he's going to send it to himself, or I guess that's the plan. Like if he loses Aegis, suddenly he has an MKB.
But that's one of the scary things, because right now if you look at the buyback status, Nature's Prophet still has buyback. I would have been okay just sniping the courier, so that make sure if you kill off Aegis, Miracle will not have that damage item. I mean, they have that damage item.
There's a stage where I was standing like literally in the middle of the fight, and you gotta see it as an MKB on it.
Nature's Prophet is TPing in. Yeah, they're still picking at the courier. That Lobby, he's just like, please watch it, please watch it. I'm pretty sure that the supports are just there to micro the courier for him in case. Also on there, doing a bit of anti-split push. So yeah, they will just reset. Their whole first departure is backed off.
And he drops the Vlads. He drops the Vlads, takes the MKB.
Oh.
Could have done that all along.
Wait a minute.
Now he has that DPS. He has that DPS.
He has an Invis Rune. He has an Invis Rune as well.
He can kill the Doom. Doom doesn't have buyback. He could just chrono, kill Doom, get out.
He's gonna look around, he's gonna play it patient. I think he wants to kill the Nature's Prophet instead. That's a much better target. He has to be very, very careful. He wants to make sure the Doom is not there.
Yeah, he has to position the Chronos that no one else could come in and interfere.
Oh, this is really good. Now you know, he's just gonna right click him down, doesn't even need the Chrono. Oh, now he'll be forced to use it, just making sure Raging Potato doesn't TP up. But the Sprout lasting an eternity as right now the Battle Hunger. Hana's gonna get swapped back in the middle of everybody, and the Sunshot's gonna fall. Gonna kill up Hana. No, he's still alive, but not for long. And the Nature's Attendance, he does get it for the right amount of time. And of course with the heals coming out, Spectre's gonna haunt in. And now where everyone going, no, the Puck is having a tiny battle here. Killing now Cast by himself as Jules all the way in the back foot. Puck is gonna find himself a Vengeful Spirit. And now he'll step up and bend her. Definitely Blast, Miracle needs to time walk down the damage away. Yes, well, he's just gonna keep going forward because he has the Aegis, it doesn't even matter. And now the Jules Illusions will finally kill him off.
That's so big actually. I mean, we talked about Doom needing to doom the Void or the Puck, and he dooms the Enchantress, and they don't even kill the
Enchantress.
Enchantress.
They even shoot his damage? That was really good play. I'm not sure if you saw that, but the Stun Strike came out, it almost killed Hana and saved him, but now, oh, the Tornado, is it going to be enough to kill him? Now he has plenty of sustain. Miracle now going ham again, he's going to kill out, bend her. Ice Wall, not going to be enough, and he misses it. So now the melee lane of Rax going to take no damage. EMP, Miracle really going ham here, he's not afraid to just right click them down.
Yeah, here comes the courier, it's bringing his Blads back, he's dead.
Sunstrike coming out, and this is the cue for first departure. I think they're pretty done. This could be a very big throw if they just die here. Hana's going ham, he's gonna fall. Paulson needs to TP out. Do they have somebody cancel the TP? No, we don't. And Raging Potato's gonna kill Lobby. So that's 3 down in the enemy base. And
they
somehow...
didn't even force a buyback.
Yes!
It's like...
Tower is under attack.
Nature's Prophet just waited for himself to respawn. I mean, I felt like if they forced another buyback, that maybe it's still like not too bad for them, but I think you're right. It's really bad for first departure. They overstepped. They got a bit too confident, and yeah, game kind of resets, but Mineski can pull it back, I think.
And if you look at the gold drop, okay, it was not that significant, but still, I mean, Mineski just clawing their way back in this bit by bit. I mean, if you took the melee lane of Rax, that would have been okay. I guess still kind of worth it. But for now, it just makes things so much harder. His first departure going to be, you know, just banging themselves on the head for that one, but not getting the objectives needed. Miracle just doing Miracle things. I think he has it in his head. Hockey.
It's about the items now. The Spectre is about to finish it. Yeah, Full Heart.
Coil and cast. Digging. Oh, cast is just dead to the puck. So solo kill death, wedding crash, and no buyback on him for a minute.
So, by the way, Invoker just bought a Hex, Spectre just bought a Heart, and Nature's Prophet bought a Hex. None of them have buyback, and they all have buyback cooldown, but they use their gold. No, I don't know.
They want to use it in a pulse on bottom lane. Yeah, they want to go. Here comes the blink, EMP, everything's coming out, and the Hunter follows up. Polozon actually looks like he's going to die here. Doesn't have a TP, not for 20 seconds. This is on Colin and it calls them. They find him again with another Hex, and Polozon's going to just die in the trees. Oh, nice fancy way to show off his new item.
I guess first departure won't know for sure, but if they identify that Spectre doesn't have buyback, this is like, if you kill Spectre now before he farms buyback, that's it. That's the game as far as I'm concerned.
Pretty sure they want to go here. Oh snap, maybe that's going to break up Doom. And oh, he orbs away. Actually not yet. Looking for him, and yep, he was up in the air. Sunstrike and the Hex to follow. First departure slowly crumbling as they are throwing away the lead. Heroes getting caught out, and this ward scouts at lobby. He's gonna try and de-ward. He's gonna try and TP out instead. Actually, can he get away? No, the cold snap! The quick fingers of Ben Hur, and he's gonna get another kill on lobby as 3 heroes just die. What was he doing there?
Yeah, these items might be the end of it. That's why when you were saying at the top lane, oh, the gold drop didn't change that much, it doesn't really matter, the gold. It's Spectre with Hearts is like very, very difficult to kill now. You need like almost everything. And the double Hex, like all of a sudden from having 0 hexes, you have 2 hexes, and this item has a short cooldown as well, only 25 seconds, so...
Oh, Miracle. He's going on Jules right now. I don't know which is the real one, but yes, the Doom, they will find Jules, taking a lot of impotence damage, but the Manta style shield, and Miracle looks like he's gonna die here, so Jesse bashes Ben Hur, hexes up Hana, and it's 2 more heroes down with only Polozon and Hana with buyback. First departure now for the first time in the game, finally showing on the back with the Mineski. They have clawed themselves back into this one, and this will be a lane of Rax.
And Spectre nearly died. I mean, Spectre went to like 200 HP, didn't have buyback, but Heart regen, Kappa, that's like... And Void himself also didn't have buyback. This is probably 1-1.
I think it's the biggest throw I've seen in a while. Then again, I'm pretty sure Miracle, he's gonna get scolded from his teammates right there. Because this is 2 lanes of Rax.
I mean, I actually think if you really want to scold one person on first watch, you've got to go back to Qualifier, who early on in the game like had a lot of room to dominate the game for them, and I just think wasn't making the right plays at the right times. There's still a lot of positivity from first departure in here. It looked like for a long time that they had themselves together. They knew what they wanted to do. They were controlling the game. Mineski looked shaken, and first departure I think will probably recognize that it was within their power to win that game, and they needed to do a few things. You know, they need to be a bit more crisp in their execution and their planning and closing out the game when they can.
Yeah, so I mean, one thing to point out also is that I'm pretty sure Miracle, he knew that them so much and so long, and they still couldn't get that top lane of Rax, which was just so